my channel. Hey, if you're new here. So in today's vlog, I thought we could mix things up a little bit and do a get to know me whilst I cook dinner, because first of all, since having Hux, this is my third dinner that I'm gonna cook, and two of those I cooked at the weekend for Sunday and Monday, but I think because I've had such a long time not cooking, I'm now like in the headspace where I want to cook. So yeah, let's cook dinner together whilst I film a get to know you. So yeah, let's start. I have on my phone a list of the things that I want to share with you guys. Some of them might be interesting, some of them might not be. I'm sorry if they're not interesting. But yes, let's have a get to know me session. Also, at the end of this, write down in the comments one fact or something about you so I get to know my followers as well. So starting off with the first one, I'm 24. I am 25 in March. Bit boring, but we'll get it out there. I am currently a stay-at-home mum to two little ones, Talia and Huxie, and Hux is 2 months old and Talia is 2.5 years old. And yeah, I don't really have a lot else to say about them at the moment. Hux has his jabs on Friday, which is his 8 weeks jabs, and I am not looking forward to it because I absolutely hate them, but I'm sure there's plenty of mums on here that all feel the same, because no one wants to see their baby cry, really, do they? My baby is crying already. He's so fussy at the moment. I need to find the recipe that I'm gonna be using. I'm basically I made a really nice chicken fajita pasta, and I'm basically gonna do that but with chorizo, because I think that'd be nice. So that is what we're cooking. Next, I don't know how this is gonna go. The next thing I want to share with you is that I do suffer with anxiety. So I don't know whether it comes across in my videos, but I do suffer. I've been on an antidepressant for my anxiety for 3 years, and I went to the doctors for my 8-week checkup for me and my baby, and he actually told me that because I've been on for 3 years now. I've been on this antidepressant for 3 years, and he told me that I should start thinking about coming off, which I didn't expect him to say that. So I was a little bit shocked, but the way he worded it was just like, it made me feel a little bit silly for still being on this antidepressant, which I don't know, like maybe it's just the way that I was feeling, but also maybe because I just didn't expect him to say that then. But either way, I'm gonna take what he said on board and we'll see what happens. But yes, I definitely did not expect that conversation with him this week. So I wanted to share with you the reasons why I've actually decided to do YouTube, and I've actually been on YouTube for 2 years, which is insane. So I started YouTube. I've always wanted to do YouTube actually, but I was just too anxious to do it. On looking on like social media, like everyone's tips for starting YouTube is basically just to do it. Like you need to do that first video, get through the anxiousness, the anxiety, and you'll feel so good about yourself, and then you just got to keep at it and be consistent. And I've always wanted to, I think my first video is actually my labour story, and I just went balls in and just did it. And I think having a child helped, because I grew like a different confidence than what I had before, because I was like, all of a sudden I was a mum. How to describe it, but I just had, all of a sudden just had confidence. I don't really know. Even though I already wanted to do it, just yeah, having that confidence after I had Talia just really gave me that extra boost. And then I was sort of just posting as and when. My idea was to film days out that we'd go on and basically just create a digital diary, which is what it first of all was. I never had things to look back on when I was younger. I've got like no videos or anything of what I was like, and I know we're in a completely different age now because that was like 24 years ago, but I did not want that for my children. And because I wanted to come onto YouTube anyway, I was like, well, what better way than to film my life and be able to share that with everyone. And on like TikTok, for example, there's such a big mum community that I really loved, and I just wanted to have that of my own, and I thought do it on the longer platform. So that is why I started it. I feel like I'm not the only one to say this nowadays, but like I want to be able to stay at home with my kids and watch them grow up if I can, and doing social media seems to be somewhat of the way forward. Do this as a job, and what better job to have than creating content of something that you love and being able to stay at home with your kids which you love and watching them grow up. And yeah, I guess that's my why. God, this chicken's annoying. I'd like to have my own business. We're gonna ignore my hat. I feel like I look like an 80-year-old now. No offense to those 80-year-olds cooking with a newborn. Yes, I'd like to have my own business. I have a lot of thoughts about what I want to do. I just need to finalise one and then put it into place. So whilst being that stay-at-home mum that I am, I would like to use this time, another little boring one, but I live in the south of England, I think anyway, which leads me on to my next one. I am not the most academic of people. I'm not the most academic, but if I want to do something and I put my mind to it, then I go for it and I can do it. Which a good example of this is a good example of this is let's keep stirring this so it doesn't burn. I want to add chorizo into this at some point, and I don't know when I meant to do that. You're going to come out of this if you keep trying to climb your way up. You're meant to be all snuggled in. Okay, I'm just going to guess what 2.5 cups is, just because I've got you. During lockdown, Chris was at work and I was in hospitality at the time, so I got furloughed, and I was like, I want to start my own business, like I want to do photography, and I fully got into it. I did merch, I made a website, I made business cards, I went around taking pictures of people. People wanted me to take their pictures on like doorsteps. I think that was a thing at the time because obviously they were staying at home, and I did all that, and then I just lost confidence, I think, and I decided that although I really liked photography, I would rather do it just for me and not have to get paid for it and not feel like it's a job, because I didn't want to lose that love, that passion for it, if that makes sense. But my point being is that even though I'm not very academic, I got really into something and really passionate about something, and I did all the research. I taught myself photography, and yeah, in lockdown basically used that year to try and pursue it, and then just decided it wasn't right for me, so I got rid of my website and everything like that. But the thing that I got from it was that I can do it, so if I really want to, I can do it. Another thing is I passed my driving test when I was 19, but I didn't get a car until I was 21, and that was because we were living in a town where I didn't actually, well, I worked in this town as well, so I didn't actually need to drive anywhere. And then we moved out of that town and I then needed a car, so I got a Fiat 500, and we currently still have that now. Hey Siri, set a 15-minute timer. I would like to reach at least 1,000 subscribers on my YouTube. I'm currently at like 400 and something, but I would like to create a little community of people, mainly based around motherhood, because that's where I'm at in my time of life at the moment. I feel like it's not spoken enough, but I feel like being a stay-at-home mum is very lonely at times, and sometimes it's nice to just have that friendly face or someone to reach out to. That is what I would like to do, because I know what that's like and I'm in that position now. I feel like if you want to see the reality of being a mum, I could show you that. Like literally, this is washing, which makes me look really bad, but it's washing for, it's not even washing, it's just what people have given us that we need to go through because we don't need it all, but we also appreciate the hand-me-downs. So that is what that is. But yeah, I could show you the reality if you want to see the reality. Anyway, I'm gonna get Chris to help me now because Hux is asleep. But let me know if you have any video suggestions that you want me to do, and yeah, thanks for watching. Bye. This is Chris's portion, Talia's portion, if you guys can see that, because I like to think that she's gonna eat it, but you just never know. A drawing for me. Thank you, darling.
How's me garlic bread doing?
Let's taste test the pasta.